So recently we made some changes to the CRIISP platform, and it's really been some changes that were focused more for you on the investor side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through those because some of you may not have seen this sort of update in a while. But the first one is, and I'm just showing you the wholesale investor deal room just so you get some perspective. But the first one is to highlight that effectively all the information down the left-hand side, we've now structured this in such a way that it's really what you would expect to see in a pitch deck and in an overview from a potential company looking to raise money. So effectively from our side, we're standardizing and streamlining the way in which you receive information from the platform. Now, one of the key important parts that I actually wanted to highlight for this is actually what we've done on the Investor Hub. Now, we are going to be renaming this shortly, but it'll give you some sort of perspective. But in the Investor Hub, effectively what we've done is we've made it really easy for you to understand as far as the information to provide to the platform and then provide relevant matches for you. So basically under the updated investor preferences, you simply put in the stages, the location where you like your opportunities from, the sectors which you're looking to find opportunities from, and then also you put in your minimum and maximum investment amount. Down here, you can set your alerts as far as whether you want to receive daily or weekly alerts. That's really up to you. And then also, basically, you can get notifications about new deal rooms when they're listed. You can get notifications about feed items. Now, they're typically significant news items related to companies. And I'll show you what that looks like in a second. And then also investor relations from the actual owners of the room. So we're encouraging a lot of the companies on CRIISP to be consistent with their communications and their updates related to significant announcements on their business with you as an investor, as a potential investor with the business. So that's really simplified from that standpoint. And then once you fill in those details, then effectively what the platform does is it matches you with the relevant opportunities. And now you can obviously look at which opportunities are trending on the platform, and there's an algorithm behind that. You can look at the most recently released companies on the platform as well. And then also you can have a look at it from a relevance perspective, right? So if you put in these updated preferences, that's completely fine. So let's use the example of Elevate, right? So as you can see, I've got a preference score 100% match based on the preferences that I've uploaded here. And then when I go to look into the room, as you can see, I've got the overview of it. In there, they're telling me about their recent growth rate, etc. And then all this, whatever it may be, is part of the requesting access process. So there's enough information online. Obviously, they've placed a video here as well, which gives you a high-level information on the actual company. And you can go down and see this sort of information. And then typically from there, then what we recommend you do is you request access. Now, when you go to request access, it provides you with the preference scorecard so that you're aware of the relevance of this opportunity to you and what you put down in your actual profile. So this is the first stage for us. Now, the other cool part about this is that with those preference matches, effectively, what it then does is it effectively will notify you when there's matches that are 50% and above. The platform will then notify you of that in an email, and that will typically come through at 8 a.m. in the morning, and then you can go about and have a look at that as an opportunity. So, and then in the feed part, you can actually see some of the recent announcements which have actually been uploaded in here. Now you can see this is related to one of the opportunities that we're working on, which is the Melbourne Victory transaction. You can see I've put in an article here about the release of our secondary sales feature. I've done that just for our shareholders. But you get the idea. We're doing everything at the moment just to really try and simplify the experience that you have with the platform. And just in addition to the preference matching, as you can see here, obviously the stream is kicked off at 8 a.m., as I mentioned. And then you can see that what it does is when it shows you, when you get the email, you get a brief summary on the company, you get a reason for the actual match, and then what it does, it then highlights the areas of match for this specific opportunity, and it highlights it in a light green. If there's no match, then obviously explains the actual reason why. But you can get the whole idea of this is to just really simplify the way in which you receive information from us and the relevance of that opportunity for you. And then it's over to you to have a look at some more information about the opportunity.